You lose a game like that, man, it's a kick in the teeth. Nothing about that feels good. Unfortunately, I've been through a number of these over the course of my career. These guys, I tell you, they're hurt. It stinks. They fought the entire game, and when you play a good team on the road and you have turnovers and you don't convert on fourth down and you give up explosive plays on defense, it can go sideways in a hurry, and that was really the name of the game. Offensively, we were able to move the ball a little bit in the first half, and then the turnovers and the lack of fourth down conversion bit us in the rear, and then defense had more explosive plays than we wanted to going into the game. We knew that they were an explosive offense, and we had a plan, and we didn't contain those playmakers very well. The quarterback for them really got after us and made us hurt. I look at his numbers, and it looks like he had an outstanding day. Certainly felt that way on the sideline throughout. So, and then in the second half, you get behind by that much, and it becomes a throw-in game like that, and really just plays into their hands. So, penalties were still an issue for us. False starts, we had a couple of those. We had some holdings. Really hurt us. So, with that, I'll go ahead and open it up.
What do you think Caleb going to throw the ball away and also when it comes out at the end, was that just the score's high and he wasn't hurt?
The one that he got the...
Yeah, well, let's start with it. When he gets the ball away. And then at the end, when passing, was that just the game's out of hand?
Yeah, at that point in the game, we figured that we really didn't have a chance to come back in that.
What went wrong in the operation of
I got to go back and I got to look at it from behind. It's hard for me to tell with just the still pictures, but just like I told our guys, I got a lot of confidence in them when it becomes a 3rd and 1 that we can get a first down in 2 plays.
It looked like on that 4th down that he got the play with like 12 seconds left or something.
Well, it can't happen because with the thing cuts off at 15. So which one are you?
The 4th and
Okay.
Yeah. He got back to the level.
Yeah, he might have. I got to talk to him about it.
Ben, what were you told at the end of the first half when you waved your team off the field and they had to come back and there were 6 seconds left? What
I
happened?
had the official right next to me throughout that process. He told me it was halftime, so we went in for halftime.
And then what happened? What did they explain after?
Land came over to me at the end of the 3rd quarter, and he told me, I believe, that they ruled it out of bounds. They reviewed it and said it was in bounds, and so it was a 10-second runoff. So we'll see what it looks like on the game tape. That certainly was not communicated to us.
And what about the defensive plan that you had coming into the day didn't quite pan out for you today?
Yeah, we knew that we need to set the edge there to try to contain their running game. I think they were able to bounce and get the edge a few times there, and so that hurt us in the running game. And then in the passing game, we simply didn't affect the quarterback. We tried to mix up the coverages, and they hurt us a little bit in some of our single high stuff with their speed. So the explosive plays are an issue. You feel those. I did think the defense did a great job despite the turnovers and the 4th down. They hit the field. They were being resilient. They were fighting their tails off. It just didn't go our way today.
Ben, how do you get a team to respond to a kick in the teeth like today was?
To a kick in the teeth?
Yeah, just this
Well, we have a lot of prideful guys. We're 2 games into the season, and so I think they're just as disappointed as the coaching staff is, and we're committed to getting this thing right. I have a lot of belief in them. We have leaders, we have captains. I mean, when you're around this league long enough, these games happen, and it doesn't feel any better when it happens, but the good teams I've been on, they find a way to respond, and I know our guys will do that.
Do you believe Dan Campbell ran it up on you on that 4th and 4 going forward?
What's he supposed to do? It's 4th and goal. What do you want him to do? Yeah, he could have kicked the field goal. They don't kick field goals. They go for it there. So he was doing what he was supposed to do. That's what he does.
How demoralizing is this loss considering you were coming back, you left for Chicago?
It's not demoralizing at all. It's not demoralizing at all. We got to play better. Simple as that.
And some of these squandered opportunities after the fumble, the defense stopped them on 3rd down, get the ball back. What's your message going to be about not wasting those opportunities and good field position to your team?
Yeah, I mean, when we play good teams, you got to capitalize on every opportunity that comes your way, and we didn't do that. You're -1 in the turnover category, and you really can equate the failed fourth downs as turnovers as well. And so, when you play a good team like that, you give up explosives, you give up all those yards. That's the way it goes.
Ben, you talked about being in this league for these type of games when they're blowouts. Having experienced this before, what do you think is the formula to bounce back from this going forward?
Yeah, the biggest thing is we're not going to hang our heads and get down on this. It's one game. We're going to be just fine. We'll take our corrections, coaching staff, players, we're going to learn from it, and we'll be committed to having a great week of preparation coming up this week and finding our first win of the season. That's all we care about.
Caleb handled the noise in the environment.
You'd have to ask him that. Truthfully, I didn't feel it as much as it probably could have. I was trying to get him the call as fast as I could, but I thought for the most part, other than those false starts, those guys handled the noise fairly well.
Is this the environment you expected coming back here?
Yeah. Yep. Sure is. Yep.
And you said you wanted to call more runs. How do you feel with that game plan and how that panned out today?
I don't have the exact number. Like I said, when you start getting down like that, it's hard to stay committed to the run game.
What's next with the kicking situation? You brought in a guy to the practice squad. Kairo's had some struggles the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, Jake's a talented player, and we'll see kind of where he's at. But we have a lot of confidence in Cairo.
Is it an open competition at this point? Or
No,
not?
we have a lot of confidence in Cairo.
What's it like to just be here, back where you've been for so long?
Really didn't even think about that a whole lot. I didn't interact with those guys until, walking off the field there at the end. A couple guys said hey to me, and that was really it. So we came in focused on winning this ball game, and we came up way short.
Comfortable at all to get to shake Dan's hand after calling you?
It's always good to see Dan Campbell, but not when you're on the losing side like that.
Quarterback sneaks. What's the key to just making sure that gets executed properly?
Say it again.
The quarterback sneaks.
The sneaks?
Yeah. Well, what's the key to getting that executed?
I got to look at it now. I tell you what, I'll give that defense a lot of credit. Kelvin Shepard, I think he's a phenomenal football coach, and he's just going to continue to ascend in this league. Last week, Green Bay struggled a little bit in short yardage as well. I think DJ Reader does a phenomenal job knocking guys back in that situation. I'll have to see how much of a factor he particularly was on those two plays, but we've got a ways to go there to get those quarterback sneaks to be effective plays for us, and if that's not the way we go, then we'll find another way to get the first down.
What did Dan say to you at midfield?
That's for me and him.
Play calling by John Morton, the balance of run and pass.
Yeah, seemed like they mixed it up really well, and when you have the quarterback coming like that, and you got the pass catchers and the runners going like that, then it's hard to slow them down. So I think the world of Johnny, and 52 points is a good day.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Thanks.